Unlock B2B success. Master link insertion for superior SEO. SEO in 2025, the B2B pipeline lever most teams underuse. If you're leading B2B sales or marketing in 2025 and treating SEO like a nice to have, you're handing competitors compounding demand. Organic search drives a meaningful share of revenue for modern teams, and roughly 55% of inbound leads are attributed to organic search in many B2B funnels. When your best pages rank, you don't just get traffic, you get buyers raising their hand. That's why SEO keeps winning budget conversations. 93% of B2B marketers say SEO generates more leads than any other marketing initiative. In practical terms, every improvement to authority and rankings tends to show up downstream as more demo requests, more qualified conversations, and shorter sales cycles because prospects arrive already educated. Link insertion is one of the fastest ways to influence that outcome without waiting months for brand new content to earn trust. Instead of publish and pray, you earn contextual backlinks from pages that already exist, already get crawled, and often already rank. Then you direct that authority toward the URLs that create pipeline. Link insertion, niche edits in plain English, and why it works. Link insertion, often called a niche edit, is the process of adding your link into an existing article on a relevant website in a spot where it genuinely improves the reader's experience. The best insertions look like normal editorial updates, a stronger source, a fresher statistic, a better explanation, or a more complete resource that helps the page stay accurate. For B2B teams, the speed advantage matters because you're piggybacking on authority that's already earned. The strongest link insertions are placed inside content that your buyers already read. Industry guides, how to choose pages, vendor comparisons, and problem-solution explainers. So the link can drive both rankings and referral traffic from day one. Backlinks still correlate heavily with visibility. The top Google result tends to have about 3.8 times more backlinks than results in positions 2 through 10. When you treat link insertion as a repeatable system, not a one-off tactic, you're building durable authority that supports every future page you publish. From rankings to revenue, how link insertion turns into meetings. The revenue math is straightforward. If SEO converts around 2.4% in B2B, then incremental qualified traffic is disproportionately valuable, especially when it lands on bottom-of-funnel assets like solution pages, use case pages, and X versus Y comparisons. And because search visitors self-select into intent, they often behave more like inbound hand raisers than cold prospects. Search-driven leads also tend to close at meaningfully higher rates. A commonly cited benchmark puts search leads at about 14.6% close rate versus 1.7% for traditional outbound. That doesn't mean you stop outbound. It means you should align outbound and SEO so your cold email agency motion and your link building motion reinforce each other. A useful benchmark for setting expectations. Websites with just 30 to 35 quality backlinks have been associated with 10,500 plus monthly visits on average. You don't need thousands of links to change outcomes. You need the right links aimed at the right pages. How we run link insertion like an SDR campaign, because it is one. Most teams fail at link insertion because they treat publishers like a marketing task, not like a pipeline workflow. The fix is simple. Build a publisher list like an account list, write sequences like an SDR agency, and track outcomes like a revenue program. At SalesHive, we approach publisher outreach with the same structure we use for meetings: tight targeting, personalization, multi-touch follow-up, and clear value. Start by defining your link insertion ICP and target page list. Choose 5 to 10 priority URLs, solutions, use case pages, comparison pages, and 1 or 2 flagship guides. Then define the publisher profile that matches your buyers. Relevance beats raw metrics. You want sites with real organic traffic, real audiences, and content that already covers your category or adjacent problems. Next, operationalize outreach. Build a list of 100 to 300 publishers, enrich editor/contact data, and run a 3 to 5 touch sequence through your engagement platform, the same way you would for pay-per-appointment lead generation. The best pitches lead with an editorial win, updating outdated stats, adding a missing step, contributing expert context. Then, position your link as the cleanest resource to cite. The safest link insertions don't ask for a link. They propose an edit that makes the page better, and the link is simply the most helpful citation. Quality and compliance. Earning links without tripping Google's wires. Link insertion isn't the risk, sloppy execution is. Google's spam policies take aim at links intended to manipulate ranking signals, especially when money or favors are exchanged for followed links. If a placement is paid, it needs the correct attributes, like sponsored or nofollow, so you're not gambling your domain's trust for a short-term bump. Your guardrails should be explicit before any outreach goes out. Define minimum thresholds for topical fit, organic traffic, and outbound link cleanliness. Then, require SEO sign-off on each domain. This is especially important if you're scaling with sales outsourcing or an outsourced sales team, because volume without standards is how teams accidentally buy themselves a penalty. Anchor text discipline matters too. Over-optimized anchors, repeated exact match phrases, and insert anywhere requests are classic red flags. A safer default is brand, partial match, or natural anchors that match the sentence, and links placed where the reader would reasonably want a deeper explanation. Common mistakes that waste budget and how to fix them. The most common mistake is chasing easy wins on irrelevant sites. A high DRDA number doesn't matter if your buyer would never read the page or if the site's traffic is artificial. Relevance, editorial integrity, and real rankings are what make a link insertion compound over time. The second mistake is treating link insertion as an SEO-only activity, disconnected from the rest of revenue. When marketing builds links to top-of-funnel blogs while sales needs proof assets, case studies, and comparisons, you create internal friction and weaker results. The fix is alignment. Agree on which URLs create pipeline and aim links there first. The third mistake is failing to build relationships. Publishers are inundated with spam. If your outreach reads like generic cold email, you'll get ignored. The strongest teams, whether a B2B sales agency, outbound sales agency, or internal team, earn placements by being useful, respectful, and consistent over time. Measurement that leadership trusts. Rankings are nice. Revenue is the goal. If you can't connect link insertion to pipeline, the program will always feel optional. Instrument measurement from day one. Set goals on the pages you're building links to, demo requests, contact forms, content downloads, and ensure CRM attribution can report opportunities influenced by organic search and by those specific URLs. Weekly alignment is the operating system. In a 30-minute stand-up, marketing, SEO, and SDRs review placements, outreach reply rates, rank movement, and influenced pipeline. Then decide what to double down on. That's how link insertion becomes predictable, not random backlinks we got this quarter. Scaling responsibly, optimization, compounding, and what to do next. Once the foundation is working, scaling is about focus. Prioritize link insertions to pages that already convert. Then, improve conversion paths so new traffic doesn't leak. When even a small lift in authority can move a page into the top results, the payoff can be outsized. One B2B SaaS case study reported 473% yearly organic traffic growth and 1,200% marketing ROI after scaling content and link building. The long-term outlook remains strong. 92% of marketers say they expect links to remain a crucial ranking factor for at least the next 5 years. That's why disciplined link insertion is less like a hack and more like building a durable distribution channel, one that compounds alongside content, technical SEO, and brand. Your next step is to operationalize the program. Lock your target URL list, define quality guardrails, build the publisher list, and launch a structured sequence the same way you would for B2B cold calling services or a cold email agency motion. If you want to unify Outbound and SEO, SalesHive can run the outreach layer while your team stays focused on content and conversion, so every link supports rankings, credibility, and qualified meetings.